Okay, I am back. I think I counted that I have 5 videos to film today, so we'll see how we go. I'm on to film video number 2. This one is all about Lush. I discovered or was introduced to Lush exactly a year ago by a good friend of mine who's also the librarian at the elementary school where my kids go and went, and as a gift she got me a bath bomb, and that was the first Lush product I ever had. It had the one with all the little seaweed thingies in it, and of course after the bath it looked like something had exploded in my tub, and I didn't wash it out right away and my husband thought something had died in there. But anyway, that was my first experience with Lush, and I have become an addict. And anyway, thanks to the horrible influence of YouTube, I went out and bought more stuff. But when I was in San Francisco last week, on the same block as my hotel was a Lush store, and I got a few things while I was there. The first thing, my son is insistent that I let you know, I was suffering severely from jet lag and all the last minute stress of rearranging my trip. Instead of going to London, we went to San Francisco with zero planning, less than 12 hours from finding out that our flight was canceled to London. We booked a flight without any real clue as to what we were going to do there and went to San Francisco. So a little nuts. Anyway, I was exhausted. My oldest son decided to stay with me in the hotel and keep me company that night, and my husband and my youngest son went for a walk down Powell Street, which is kind of the big shopping area. And they found the Lush store, and he knows his mommy so well and has watched me watch these videos, anything. He knew that I love Snow Fairy, so he went and convinced my husband to buy me the Christmas candy box. This is all that I have left of the box. I wanted to bring the whole box home, but I didn't have enough room in my suitcase, as you'll see why in a minute. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you some of the goodies. What I love about Lush, one of the things I love, is that all your gift sets come with like a little explanation as to what is in there, because it's hard to remember. Sorry, I have dogs here. So I just want to show you some of the things. I'm not going to show you everything. And the other cool thing is that they give samples. So I did get some cool samples as well. But anyway, I got my little bottle of Snow Fairy, which I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera. There's a good, do you see that shimmer right there? It has these little glitter flecks in there, and it doesn't really leave a huge sheen on the skin, but it makes you feel all girly and pretty. So it's called Candy Floss Pink and Sweet as Sugar with iridescent sparkles and a hint of wicked fruitiness. It just smells like holiday frosting. It smells like frosting. It's yummy. So that was in there. And then the Candy Cane Double Bar, which is, I put it all in this little self-sealing box. It's this. If those of you who haven't seen a bubble bar, I would not use this whole thing. I could break off maybe this little end chunk, like from here to here. As the bath is running, you hold that under the tap, and then you can just throw it in. And this little chunk will be enough to fill up, I have a huge garden tub, will be enough to fill up the tub, and the bubbles, I kid you not, will last longer than you want to sit in that tub. They produce the kind of bubbles that you see in Hollywood movies where you could actually take a picture and nothing would show through, because the bubbles are so massive and so dense, and it smells so wonderful. So if you are a bubble bath fanatic, it is worth it to go for one bubble bar. I think these are about $6 or $7 for one by itself. That's why the gift packs are so great, because you really get a lot for your money. I know that Lush is not in a lot of places, but they do internet shop, they do ship, and they're all over the world. So I think they're everywhere. They're not even an American company. I believe they're based in Canada, or England, one of the two. Canada. Yay for Canada. Anyway, so there you go. There's that. Then there's the Snow Fairy lip tint, which I think I left in the bathroom. Shoot. But anyway, it's a little tin. It looks like that. It's a little salve tin, and it smells like Snow Fairy and has a slight hot pink sheen to it, but it's very, very light, very see-through. So I don't know if it's a buildable color. I wouldn't really wear it as a lip gloss. It's more like a salve. Then there is the Honey I Wash the Kids soap. That could be this. It's a little soap. I have to admit, I'm not a fan of soap in general, so I'll use this because it smells good, but I prefer the gel stuff. I don't like stuff sitting in my soap dish and getting all gunky in the shower. I don't like it. But if you do love soap, these soaps are, and it smells like, well, like honey toffee candy scent, very sweet. Okay, then there's the bubblegum lip scrub. Please don't tell me I left that in there too. Aha, it's this, and it's like a sugar scrub. It's not like, it is. It's a sugar scrub. I've used some of it already. You put it on your lips. You just pinch a little out. It's almost like I hate to use this analogy, but it's like pinching a little bit of tobacco. I've never actually done that. I've seen that in movies. But you pinch a little, or you just take a pinch and you dab it on your lips and you kind of rub it in, and this actually smells like bubble gum, and then you can just lick off the stuff. It's edible because it's actually sugar. The ingredients are castor sugar, organic jojoba oil, flavor, they add flavoring, and then food coloring. So this is, it's edible. And then I do that at night, and then I follow up with, you know, like a lip butter or something. And then Rockstar soap. Pink, sweet, and full of confidence soap with attitude is how they describe it. It smells like everything else in here. It's sweet and pink and pretty. So that is the Christmas candy box. And the box was really cute, but it didn't make it home because it was too big. Then while he was there, he got a few samples. He got this R&B hair moisturizer, which is, these are just the little sample pots. That's what it is. And it's just this cream, and it's basically like all the other smoothing, finishing products that you would put in your hair. You know, you can put it in dry or wet to cut down on frizz, and it has a nice kind of fresh scent to it. And he came home with this. This is not a sample, this he bought. It's called the Charity Pot, and it's a hand and body cream, and they call it Charity Pot because a portion, or all of the proceeds, I can't remember what it is, goes to a particular charity, and this one is the Fur Bearer Defenders. It's dedicated to ending the commercial fur trade. I'm not making a political statement. This was just the particular charity that it was. And then what's cute is it has on the back of all their stuff, like, who made it. Like, the guy who made this was Nick, and he made it on December 8th, and it's, that's what Nick looks like. So, hi to Nick. And it's, you know, they don't use a lot of dyes most of the time, and it definitely has cocoa butter in it, and I've used it, and it's wonderful. And the cool thing about Lush also is when you bring back 5 of their little black pots, then it's kind of like back to Mac, but you get a free face mask. So there you go. And he also, no wait, that's not it. Then they gave him this sample. This is almost embarrassing to discuss, but it's called Lovely Jubblies, and yes, you're reading that right. It says breast cream. It's supposed to go on the website. I'll put the website below. It describes everything that they make, but it has a like fresh, slightly florally scent, and it's supposed to, you're supposed to massage it into your girls, and it's supposed to perk them up and tighten and lift, and that's great. I don't know if this cream is made for the person who has the Lovely Jubblies or for the spouse of the person, but if this firms and lifts, I'm not rubbing this on the front of me. I'm rubbing this all over my backside. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so that was that. Then we went back the next day just to kind of look around some more, and the lovely saleswoman whose name escapes me, she was very sweet, she gave us a sample. I tried to convince my husband that Lush is just great for guys too, and she gave him a sample of their shaving cream. I guess it's for everyone, but I think it's geared more towards men, and it's called Ambrosia. And he got the little sample, and then he loved it. He loves it. So she was very sweet and said, I'm not supposed to tell you, but come back the day after Christmas. We're having huge sales. So we came back on the 26th, and he bought a full-size jar, bottle, jug, whatever, of the Ambrosia, which he is loving, and his face is so smooth, and he has oily but sensitive skin, and he's had no issues whatsoever. He loves it, and his face has never felt softer. So, but anyway, when I got there on the sale day, they were having this big thing on all their holiday gift sets. As long as it had their owner's face on that sticker that I showed you that looks like that, as long as they had their owner's face on that sticker, it was buy that, get anything the same or less value free. So I needed to get my friend a Christmas present. I was going to pick her up something in London, but obviously that didn't happen. So I wanted to get her something that I knew she wouldn't get for herself. She wouldn't pamper herself like that. So I haven't given it to her yet, but by the time this airs, she'll have it, so she won't see it. But this is the, what's it called? Think Pink. Think Pink. And you'll see now why I had no room left in my suitcase. So I brought this home, and the bow kind of got mangled. So it looks like that. It's like a hat. It's a hat box, and I'm not going to go into what they cost because if she watches this, that would be obnoxious. But if you want to look online, it'll have the cost, and it was buy one get one free. So I got one for me. So here's what was inside mine. This is the Think Pink Bath Bomb. Isn't that beautiful? Look at these little inlaid flowers. I mean, the detail. Anyway, unfortunately with the bath bombs, for those of you that aren't familiar with Lush, the bath bombs are a one-time deal. They're basically baking soda and then other goodies in there. So you drop it in the water and it just fizzes. It's like a giant scented Alka-Seltzer for your bath. So it's kind of like a, it's not a jacuzzi. I mean, it's not giant bubbles, but they're fizzies all over, and it's just, it's scented. So if you have kids, especially little girls, and they like to take bubble baths aren't always good for young girls. But the bath bombs are a lot less, say, irritating to girl parts. So if you have issues with that, I highly recommend the bath bomb. And this one's called the Think Pink Bath Bomb, and it says bathe in sweet, fragrant pinkness with an explosion of confetti hearts. So somewhere in here apparently is confetti. Lovely. Then there's the Sex Bomb Bath Bomb. I love the names of these. And this one is light pink. Here, this one is much bigger. And it's twice the size. This was 90 grams. This is 180 grams. And I wonder if I could cut it in half. And this is squeezed full of sensual fragrances to make you feel warm, relaxed, and sexy. I don't know about that. I mean, but it's very rose, obviously. There's the rose. It's just, it's pretty. Okay. Then the Melting Marshmallow Moments Bath Melt. Bath melts are my favorite. I love bubbles, but their bath melts, just so you, I'm going to explain yet another product if you're not familiar with Lush. A bath melt doesn't give bubbles and it doesn't fizz. It's almost like condensed moisturizer that when it hits the water, it just moisturizes the water. It's like bathing in oil almost, except you're not greasy, but you come out so smooth and so soft and scented with whatever this scent is. Last year they had a limited edition Snow Fairy Bath Melt, and I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. You could combine it with a bath bubble bar, so you get bubbles and moisturizer, but anyway, this one is called the Melting Marshmallow Moments Bath Melt, so obviously it smells like marshmallow. It says, melt into a pink fluffy bed of marshmallow and mega moisturizing cocoa butter. Love these. Then there's the Helping Hands hand cream, which my crazy glue leaked all over it, so it's kind of messy, but it makes light work of dry, sore, or rough hands with skin softening linseed oil, almond oil, shea butter, and cocoa butter. It's a nice little size. It has a little pump. I actually haven't used this yet. It's I don't really care for the smell, but you know what, a guy would. It's not florally at all. It's definitely something if you have boys or, oh dear, there goes the phone. Hang on one moment, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. It was, my children's social life is more exciting than mine. That was my youngest son's friend calling to have him come over. Okay, so anyway, where were we? Back to the Think Pink box. So this is the gift that just keeps on giving. Then I have the Comforter Bubble Bar Slice. Looks like that. Just to compare it, this is the other bubble bar. See how much bigger. So I can get a lot of bubbles out of this one. And this wraps you in a fluffy pink blanket of blackberry bubbles to keep you safe and warm. Yum. That smells, there's a little hint of mint in that too. Then there's the Sugar Babe Sugar Scrub, and it comes in this little package. And it's literally very similar to the bubblegum sugar, except it's not loose, it's packed, and you just, sorry, I'm doing this and you can't see. It's, you know, you would scrub it, you take it out of the packaging, you know, and you'd scrub and exfoliate, and it says, get wet, then smooth the sweetly exfoliating sugar and coconut butter scrub all over for a tasty body. Yeah, I don't know about that, but this would be great for pre-sunless tanning or really nasty, dry, wintry skin to kind of get rid of that. Then there's the creamy, okay, I'm running out of stuff here. The creamy candy bubble bar slice. Well, which one is it? Oh, it's this one. So this is just a slice of bubble bar. This one is 100 grams, whereas the other one, that big one, was 200 grams. And it has this cute little flower, and it's scented sweetly with vanilla and stashed with almond oil and cocoa butter to really soften you and keep your bath water creamy. It smells sweet like everything else. You don't if you don't like sweet, there's lots of other scents. I do like sweet. So there's that. And then another thing of bubblegum lip scrub, which I showed you, so I now have a lifetime supply of bubblegum lip scrub because I don't really foresee using up. You only use a pinch at a time. And then more Rockstar soap. I got a whole ginormous one. I love the descriptions. Pink, sweet, and full of confidence. Soap with attitude. Okay, and then lastly, where'd I put it? Fair Trade Foot Lotion. Why is it called Fair Trade? Because the cocoa butter is fair trade. I don't know, whatever. Go onto lush.com and figure it out. But it says, we really like to rub it in to relieve aching feet and soften hard skin with organic fair trade cocoa butter and stimulating spearmint. I walked all over San Francisco. When we travel to big cities, we try to use public transportation, which is hysterical because we would never do that where we live. But anyway, so a lot of walking to bus stops, walking to train stations, walking to the bar, walking, lots of walking. And I did have comfortable shoes, but after a while, your feet hurt. And just an FYI, total side note, I brought my Uggs, and then I brought those motorcycle type looking boots I have. The thing about Uggs is, yes, they're very comfy, but there is zero arch support. So when you're walking for blocks and blocks and blocks, my feet really hurt. I ended up rarely wearing the Uggs and mostly just wearing those motorcycle boots every day. So my feet were killing me at the end of the day. Oh, and on Christmas Day, I wore those boots I've shown you before that have the zipper up the side with the heels like this. I looked great, but I don't know what I was thinking. We walked down a hill like this to get to the restaurant in the rain, and I thought my feet were gonna, I would have been happy to see someone come by with a knife and chop off my feet. I mean, I wanted to cry. Anyway, this Fair Trade foot lotion I used the next day when I got it, and it's pink, and it really, if you do anything where you're on your feet all day or you have achy feet, this will be a godsend to you. You must get this. It makes your feet all tingly and fresh feeling, and some more completely personal information that I shouldn't be sharing, but I have sweaty feet. My feet are just horribly sweaty, and I am always hesitant to put cream on my feet because I feel like that'll exacerbate the situation, but this does not leave your feet sweaty. I don't know if it's the spearmint, so it's very cooling, and it makes the sweat evaporate, but very refreshing. Love it. So, is that all? That's all. That is my LUSH haul. I love this company. I think they are an amazing company. If you can support them, do so. I get nothing from this. They don't know who I am. I'm not sponsored, but God, I wish I was, because I love these products. And they're not inexpensive, I will say. They're definitely something that is a treat for me. I don't go all year buying LUSH stuff, but I love this stuff. And when they have a sale, they have great sales. And if you're looking for a cute hostess gift or birthday gift or on the $20 range, they always have really cute little gift sets already wrapped in cute little boxes like I just showed you, for birthdays, for Mother's Day, and just kind of a generic gifty kind of packaging. So it's a great place to pop in if you have a Lush store in your city for those last minute gifts, because it's the kind of stuff that people just don't always think of to buy for themselves, but will really love it as a gift. So thanks for watching this haul. I think my next haul is going to be what should I do next? My Sephora and Hermes haul. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.